All right, hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician, Monument Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And as you can see, I am traveling this week. I'm in Providence, Rhode Island for the Investors Boot Camp. Day one was today, so if my voice sounds a little strained, it's probably because I've been talking to people all day. Anyway, excuse any audio issues. I think it's going to come through fine. But in today's video, I want to go over the SPX and the QQQ, as well as a trade setup that I am already in and I think is a great time to buy. So let's dive right in. So on the SPX, what I want to stress first and foremost is that this week is going to be led by news. It's going to be a news-driven week. We've got big tech earnings in Microsoft, Google, Meta. We've got Apple coming up next week. We've got the FOMC this week on Wednesday. So I'm kind of looking at like today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday in the market as just sort of non-events because anything that happens today and tomorrow can be utterly wiped out in either direction by the earnings and by the FOMC. So I'm just sort of positioning in names that I like, but trying to stay a little bit light so that if we get a big move in one direction or the other, I'm not overly exposed to that. And then Thursday, I can come in after the big earnings, after the FOMC and say, okay, where are we now? Let's see if there's anything to do. The SPX here looks great. I mean, if we look at a 78-minute chart here on the SPX, I mean, we're sitting here consolidating underneath the high of the move. So this looks fantastic. But again, this, if we didn't have the earnings and the FOMC this week, I'm in here buying, looking for this to go higher. But since we do have news coming, I think it's best to just sort of take it easy, look for day trades intraday, and then we'll see how things sort of shake out. The QQQ actually has pulled back a little bit more with Tesla. Had earnings last week with Netflix. Had earnings last week. I'm looking for both of these names to recover. I have already been getting long Tesla down in through here. So I am long Tesla. I've sold several put credit spreads for different expirations down and through here. This is working out great so far. I haven't done anything yet with Netflix. I'm kind of looking for a little bit lower price. I'm actually looking for a move down into about 415 or so in Netflix. I got close this morning, but not quite. So that's what I'm looking for there. But the trade that I want to go over with you is a name that we've traded many times, and it's RIVN. And this name is great. We have high short float. We've got a very strong stock. We've got a beautiful trend, pattern, and squeeze. And notice that we do have a momentum shift on the 195-minute chart. In addition to that, I'm sorry, the 130-minute chart. In addition to that, we do have a squeeze on the 195-minute chart. We have a squeeze on the 78-minute chart. I believe there's a squeeze, on the 60-minute chart. So this thing has squeezes all over the place. It's got a lot of energy built up. I think we could potentially move up towards, you can see I've sort of got these levels laid out, but we've got some volume profile resistance around 32, between 31 and 33. We've got the high of the move here coming in at 27.16. That's sort of the first, that's really the level we need to get a daily close above. We've got volume profile at 28.50, so some overhead resistance there, and then the psychological resistance at $30. But ultimately, I think RVN is going to move up into the low 30s. They've got earnings coming up right here on the 8th of August, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yes, August 8th. That's a Tuesday after market close. And what I want to do here, or what I've already started to do, but what I want to continue to do is build into positions in RIVN for that week. So I want to go into this August 11th expiration series, and I just want to start buying calls. So I want to buy, I've got the 25s, I've got some of the 30s. I'm going to start buying the 28s tomorrow. I'll probably start buying some of the 27s. I just want to have a mix because I think two things. Number one, that RIVN has a great technical chart setup. But number two, they have earnings this week. So the IV, which is already pretty high at 100%, can increase into earnings. Can the IV get up to 120, 130, 150%? Well, if RIVN breaks out and goes higher before then yeah, the IV is going to continue to increase. So by acquiring calls that expire the week of earnings, if the chart works, I'm not only going to get a rise in the delta of the option because the stock is moving higher, but I'm also going to get a nice rise in IV because they have earnings that week. So it's fantastic. And conversely, if the stock just goes sideways, the IV, the premium will still sort of stay in those options because of earnings. So that's my plan for RIVN. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon.